What's up, everybody? Hey, Velvet, how are you? I'm a couple minutes late, I guess. I don't know if I am or not. Yep, I am a couple minutes late. How about that? I'm late. Are you there, Velvet? Or did you leave already? I was too late. Hello, hello. Oh, there you are. I was looking up a part online for the camper. Lost track of time. How you doing tonight? I'm not sure who's coming on tonight. If Recon ought to be on tonight, I think. I'm still worn out. Back still hurting. Got a phone call from my doctor's nurse today. 3 of them. I thought it was to give me more bad news or whatever, but well, it is still kind of bad news. They want to put me on blood pressure medicine, so they're sending me some. I guess I haven't got to the results of my CAT scan yet, so I made sure I left them a note to tell them I want to know the results as soon as I get the results. I know them doctors there get busy and they, no matter how bad it is or whatever, they forget to give you the results, which is nonsense. Hmm. Well, hopefully it make me feel a little better anyway. I hope. That's what it was. I was trying to figure out why I had automated messages that were here and I couldn't find them. There it goes. Well, it can't hurt 'cause I know my blood pressure's been high, so they want me to keep track of it still. Probably because of the dosage they sent me to see if it's too strong or not strong enough. So, but I also got to let them know that I don't have a cuff anymore. I've been using one of the client ones that were left here. That's electronic. It goes on your arm, but Oh well, whatever. Dang chair's always crooked. Ah, how's Timmy doing? What are you crafting? Hey Ken, how you doing, buddy? I was wondering when you were going to show up. Yeah, it's going to take him a while, that's for sure. You doing okay, Ken? Hmm. Think you're lagging? It wouldn't surprise me. You didn't miss nothing. We were just talking about different things, blood pressure, and doctor put me on blood pressure medicine, and I was asking how Timmy was doing. That's about all. We've only been here for 9 minutes, so we haven't been talking about much. Hi, Trinity. Good luck with that, Velvet. That pool will never be clean again, and as long as I'm here. So you can forget about that. It's green, and I ain't touching it. Here I got to pull back, and you and Nancy want me to go out there and break my back more and clean that pool. Yeah, right. Trinity, how you doing, sweetie? Yeah, I've got an old outdated tablet here too, Ken. I still use it for painting. Works fine for that. I can just copy some pictures over to it with a flash drive and use it for painting. On your way home from getting groceries, huh? Well, I hope you're not typing and driving. I have to put you over my knee. Yeah, let me see if I got any lag coming on here. You better not be. No, you shouldn't be lagging. If you got lag, it's on your end there, Velvet. I've only got about a 4 or 5 second delay, which is normal. Back hurts. Ah, gonna get some grub, huh? Fill the pantries up. I put food up at the camper or some, but somebody's father keeps eating it all. And that ain't me. Although Nina and I did eat lunch there the other day. This is a few 3, 4 days ago, I think it was. She actually made us a turkey sandwich and chips. It was our first meal there at the camper. And some coffee. So it was enjoyable. No clients, nobody around, just us. Watched some TV while we ate our lunch. We were cleaning up and stuff like that. Took a break. Oh. Yeah, I was telling Trinity, I was telling Velvet that it scared me earlier today because while I was gone or doing something, my doctor's nurse called 3 times, leaving voice messages, trying to get a hold of me, which made me think, oh, something bad about that CT scan. But I was a little bit relieved it wasn't about the scan. It was that they were putting me on high blood pressure medicine and sending it to me. I guess I haven't reviewed the scan yet, so I'll probably get another phone call for that one at some point. My blood pressure's just been too high. Of course, when I'm dealing with your father, Trinity, it seems to go up higher. Caitlin and Emery are supposed to come out tomorrow to help with the shed, cleaning it out, get rid of some stuff. I'm sure she's going to have a bunch of stuff to give away to whoever wants it. Well, they're only giving me one. As far as I know, I'm only going to be taking one a day. As far as I know, I don't know until I get the prescription and find out. It's been running pretty high. It's 159 over like 93 or 100 or whatever. And the other day it was spiking up even way higher, 160 something, 168 over 100. And one day it went up to 180 over 115. So I guess they're gonna make me pay for it now and make me take pills. Yeah, well, I know Caitlin and Emery's coming, and maybe Emery's brother. I don't know, and so I guess you can form a chain or a line of just get it all out of there, and then she can figure out what she wants to keep and give away to whoever or whatever she don't want, and junk the rest. Get rid of the rest, throw it away or whatever. Well, there's stuff in there I do want to keep, like all my fishing poles are in there, and I got a lot of fishing tackle and stuff like that. Well, I'm not diabetic yet, thank God. But I kind of watch that. I've cut down on sugar quite a bit, a lot. Some people don't realize, like all these people that drink coffee with 3 or 4 sugars, they end up being a diabetic, and then they wonder why. Ha ha, Velvet, Nancy, Jennifer. I actually had low blood sugar when I was in the Navy. It was very low. They used to tell me to just carry a candy bar around with me. Doc, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Glad to see you made it. Snuck right in here, huh? A little sugar is one thing, but a lot of you guys use 3 or 4 spoonfuls, heaping or more. Well, I don't know. I ain't been doing too great lately, Doc. I just went to that with that CT scan. I've been worried about that. I ain't got the results yet, but I'm sure it ain't gonna be good. And they had me keep track of my blood pressure, so they put me on the blood pressure medication, and I kind of expected that because it's gone up quite a bit. My average has gone up. So I don't know. I think it's averaging about 150 something over 96 or 100 or something like that. Once in a while, it'll go down pretty normal. Well, what I call normal, 135 over 88 or something once in a while, but lately it's been a lot higher. And we really shouldn't be having that much stress now because the clients are gone and their stuff's all gone. The last of it was gone today. They got the pool table today. You take 2 pills a day or 2 different pills, Doc? I had one day this last week that kind of scared me a little bit because it never went up that high. It went up to like 180 over 115. And I was like, that's like really high for me. So it did kind of concern me, but it finally went back down about, 20, 30 minutes later. And I was sitting there relaxed. I wasn't even doing anything. But I guess that explains why I'm so tired lately and everything. And, I don't know. And I don't have a whole lot of energy. 2 different pills. I think I had them once before for a short time, but it regulated back down and was pretty good, so it took me off them for quite a while. 11 pills a day. Well, my dad took over 20 pills a day, I think, at one time, maybe even more than that. I mean, it was a ton of pills, several times a day. It was ridiculous. And I finally talked to one of his doctors, and yeah, 15. That's a lot. But he may have been even more than that. I mean, he's used all these different things to put them in and stuff, and counting them out all the time, all kinds of baloney. And finally, I talked to one of his doctors because he saw quite a few different doctors. I don't think they knew what each other was doing. So I finally talked one doctor in, to make it short, to do a medicine review. And they did a medicine review, and half of his medication was removed. And believe it or not, my father felt 50% better when they got rid of half of that medicine. He was feeling way better for quite a while. And I know what he meant because, I mean, the VA did that crap to me once. They had me taking a crap load of medicine. And I said, I felt worse. I says, I'm not taking this crap anymore. It makes me feel worse. It's not helping me at all. I said, get rid of it. Get rid of most of it. Give me whatever I absolutely have to have and get rid of the rest. And they did. And I felt better. I think a lot of it's when you got multiple doctors, they don't really review your medicine like they're supposed to. A lot of them conflict with each other. I mean, geez, doc, if you're taking 15 pills a day, I hope the doctors are reviewing your medicines when they're adding more to it or whatever, because the side effects alone are scary enough on medicine. I think my father even took some medicine to solve the problems from some of the side effects. What's up, Recon? It's about time. You are late again. I don't know, Doc. You'd have to tell me, does the medicine actually make you feel better for real? Or do you think maybe is there any possibility you may feel worse from taking some of it? I mean, I don't know. I just know my father, when they cut his down, he felt better. And he could do more. I mean, he was taking so much at one point, he was like a a sitting vegetable watching TV most of the time. He couldn't do nothing. Think worse? I would tell them to do a medicine review. I really would. Because they don't remember to do that. And sometimes that's what you need. Even our clients here, my wife, when she handled a lot of the medicine stuff, she would tell the doctors like once a year, I want a med review on each one of these clients. And more than likely, they would remove at least one or two medicine. Once in a while, they would switch one out. But she always had them do a med review. Well, that is just unacceptable, Recon. That's just not acceptable. You're just We're not going to tolerate you having fun in the sun and going out hiking and fishing while we're inside here in the air conditioning and staying cool and stuff and chatting. This is not acceptable. you'll have to remedy that. And if we can't go fishing, you can't go fishing. Okay, Velvet. I'll try to remember. I really want to take Francis somewhere for a couple of days, but it's probably not going to happen for quite a while. But we did sign up for unemployment today, finally. What a pain in the butt that was. In Florida, you have to go through that ID me crap, which is quite a process in itself when you do it online. What a pain that was. Yeah, it's doing good to get out for a little bit. What's the congrats for? Really? Wow. That's pretty sad, Recon. Oh, I'm getting signed up for unemployment. Yeah. Yeah. Well, better than nothing. Got to do something. Got to get some kind of income. Hopefully, they won't hold it for months before we get anything. And that's been happening in Florida a lot. I mean, it's so backlogged, they may not approve us for months. Who knows? That's what I say, Recon. I was like, I always said that, if I knew I was going to go right off, I'd just go find some really deserted area, walk out in the woods, and die. Let the animals feed, whatever. Just be done with it. Yeah, there's a lot of people still waiting on taxes and stuff. You need to call the hardship, or Timmy's gonna have to do it. The hardship um, advocates for the IRS. They work with the IRS, and if you qualify, which that would qualify for him, where his dad passed away, tell him he needs to make you know he needs the money to help with the funeral and stuff. They will crank down on the IRS, and you probably get it within a couple of weeks. They may say that it may take even longer, but I think that's what I had to do. I had to get a hold of them. Takes a little while on the phone, that's for sure. Going through it all. Actually, you'll go through like an interview process, like determine whether you qualify or not for the hardship of them helping, and if you qualify, then somebody will call you back, get more information, whatever, and then they will do their thing. And before they even call me back again, I had the money in the bank. They got it done. They might have called me back once more. I don't remember, but I think they did. But that's the fastest way you'll get it. It could take another year if you don't. I'd call the IRS advocate number and do that. You can look it up online. Yeah, Recon, I think it's probably the same about everywhere. I mean, populations are different numbers, so, you know, I don't know what the percentages are of people that have it and don't, whatever, but, you know, if you compare it to populations, I would imagine it's probably pretty close to around the same. Some places tend to, I think they kinda hide it and try to claim that they're doing way better than they really are. So, doc, with all the medication you take, do you have, diabetes too? Wow, that was a hell of a lag. You got diabetes too, huh, doc? Wow. Sorry about that lag, guys. I don't know what happened. Good old AT&T, I guess, causing me to lag some more. Aren't they wonderful? I certainly hope when I move, I can get a lot better internet. Oh, they got a delayed second wave, huh? That's not surprising. Doc, do you take the pills for the diabetes or you take insulin shots? My best friend took insulin shots for a while, and that would drive me nuts. I hate needles anyway. I don't know what I would do if I had to take insulin shots every day. It would drive me nuts. I'd probably die because I probably just wouldn't do it. Pills, yeah, that's better. Yeah, another friend of mine, that's what he did. He did pills, then he got worse, and then he got shots. But then he actually, probably like you do, watched his diet really well and really cranked down on his diet, and he was able to go back to the pills. So he controlled it a lot better. I would I would not do well doing insulin shots. I know that for a fact. Hell, I can't even stand getting blood draws at the VA. Every time I go to the VA, they send me to the lab, and get about 4 vials of blood out of me and everything. I do not like the needles at all. I'd rather take a damn knife and cut my arm or something and suck the blood off it than the needle. Trinity, you still with us there, sweetie? Or are you hiding? Why am I crazy? Because I don't like needles? No, I don't like needles, that's for sure. I was just looking at, we got, says 5 people on, but we really got more than that on. I think YouTube is not counting correctly again tonight, I guess. And my best buddy there, his sugar was like way up. I mean, way up there for quite a while till he finally. And of course, he was overweight at one time too. God, he was way over 300 pounds. Once he got his weight under control, he lost some weight, quite a bit of weight, and got rid of them snacks all the time and stuff, and watched the sugar and everything, and uh, soda. Switched to diet soda or whatever. Made a big difference. Well, it says 6 now, but it was down to 5. Well, they had to activate it. Tell them to activate the dang thing. So I did not activate the pack before they put it up on the rack. Yeah, that would tick me off too. Trinity, did you escape or what? She's always been sneaky and running off and hiding and stuff. Have to check on her once in a while. You can't hide, Trinity. We'll find you. I don't remember her saying goodbye or anything. Velvet, you still here? You must be here. Oh, she did? Yeah, she might, but she may log back on. Who knows? Hmm. I don't know, but Doc, Ken, I don't know how you guys can deal with taking All that medicine every day. I have a thing about swallowing pills. I have a hard time swallowing the dang things. I tend to choke on them a lot. That's probably why I don't remember to take them. Yeah, I'm still using a Christmas cup for my coffee. See there, Ken? A Christmas cup for coffee. My wife has so many coffee mugs, it ain't funny. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, especially with the diabetes and certain pills. I know there's certain medicines you just gotta have if you wanna live, that's for sure. I think she packed them away somewhere, Velvet. I tend not to use the big ones that much because I just sip it, and by the time I get halfway down, it's cold, and I hate cold coffee. So then I have to bring it up and microwave it and warm it up and all that stuff. I mean, even these small ones, I end up microwaving them half the time because they get cold. I just get busy doing things and forget about it, and then I go to get a drink and it's cold. I don't remember which ones you got us, to tell you the truth. I'm sure Francis does, but I don't. Like most guys, we remember like, tools or something like that, whatever, but cups and the pretty knickknacks and all that stuff, we don't remember very much. The girly thing. We don't do the girly things. Ah, she had the one with the red snowman. Is that the one? That's probably the one I've been using here a lot. I don't know. A lot of the Christmas ones she does put up because she don't want to use them. Well, she does, and then she puts them up until next Christmas. Well, I tried to get the UPS thing figured out, but I couldn't get any cooperation from anybody. I finally wrote the guy from eBay that I bought it from and told him that he needs to track it. And then he also needs to, if he can't find out where the heck it is and what's going on, he needs to send me another one or send me a refund, one or the other. But yeah, I did work on the camper some today. Trying to work on the gas hot water. Still haven't got it going yet. I got some new parts, but evidently not enough parts. Seems like I'm rebuilding the damn thing. Oh, well, they probably were soup cups. Yeah, real big ones like that. Yeah, those are like soup cups. You don't wanna have a cup of coffee that takes 2 hands to pick up the cup. Just saying. They're more of a knick-knack than anything else, or a soup cup. I, for one, actually do like soup, so it's not that unusual for me to warm up some soup at night, like some tomato soup and, grilled cheese or something. That's fairly light, not too filling, but if you're hungry, it gets rid of the hunger pains. I'm actually ready for some more coffee right now. I was trying to hold off until the end of the live, but I may just go grab a cup anyway. Yeah, I guess Trinity deserted us. Shame, shame, shame. Well, they've had them out for a long time, Recon. You get them in a box. You pull the box apart and open it up. It's in like a wax paper, and you pour milk in it and eat it. Like they had them things when I was a kid. Well, they got some newer ones now. I know what you mean. They're like it's like a bowl. You peel the top off and put milk in it. I think a lot of restaurants have those now too for kids. Right. Yeah, like macaroni containers. My wife and I eat a lot of cereal. We really do. Too much cereal. 'Cause it's just too convenient. Neither one of us feels like cooking or whatever. We just get a bowl of cereal and that's that. At nighttime, you know, you didn't have any supper or whatever. Even if you did sometimes, later on you're still a little hungry, you make a bowl of cereal. I'll eat about any kind of cereal, but my favorite's Life and Wheaties. But Wheaties, for some reason or other, is getting harder to find. A lot of the stores are not carrying Wheaties anymore. I don't know if there's a reason for that or what, but it just seems to be a shortage of Wheaties. Macaroni and cheese is good, anytime during the day or night, whatever. I think you can even get like beef stew and ravioli and all that pre-made stuff. You can get a lot of that stuff that's already in like a bowl container. You take the top off and zap it, or crack the top a little bit, zap it. You're done. Fast foods. That's what everybody wants. Everybody's so busy and in such a rush and doing things all the time. They just want something fast. Just kill the hunger pain. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, that's they got some good, amazing machines out there nowadays. They'll bush hog things now even. I remember when I was a kid using one of them rotary push mowers. You have to push it manually. That's when they came out with, not long after that, I suppose, with Briggs and Stratton motors, and whatever. They were making regular gasoline motors for mowers. But a lot of people couldn't afford them. I know my parents couldn't afford them because I was still mowing with that damn manual push mower. Although my grandfather did too, and I guess he was used to it. But he did finally get a push mower, but it took him a while. And when he got older, he finally invested in a snowblower. He finally got sick of shoveling that damn snow. Well, of course, he might have bought it used from somebody and got a good deal on it and fixed it or whatever. I bet some of them old farmers back in the old West would have gave anything to get one of these little, even one of these little small tillers, with a Briggs and Stratton motor, with some, as long as they got some gas with it, just to till their fields. Probably would have killed to get one. We don't realize how much easier we have it. I was watching a thing on the old Western culture last night. Surprised at some of the. I knew they had a hard life back then. I know that things were hard, but they really had a lot harder than I even thought they did. I mean, they had a hard time just with food. You get on these wagon trains, they just don't have enough food on them to last. They had to supplement by hunting, and they ate anything. I mean, I don't give a dang what kind of bird it was, they ate it. They even ate skunks, possums, anything they could shoot, they ate it. Snakes, whatever. And that's a fact. And the beef stew don't resemble any of our beef stew. Beef stew then was whatever you throw into a pot. That was beef stew. And it could have beef, chicken, possum, snake, no telling what was in it. And they ate it. And we're dang glad to get it. It's like the real SOB stew. One of the versions that I heard about was the son of a beef stew was cowboys used to get scurvy back in the old West, really early days. They took a while before they figured out why. Well, when you're driving a herd of cattle, you got plenty of beef, got plenty of meat, no vegetables. Well, they took off with their chuck wagons and all that stuff. Months on the trail, when they got down to the vegetables being used up, that's when the men started getting scurvy. No greens, no vitamin E, whatever. Until a cook finally figured out when they had butchered the cows, they'd take part of the stomach, which had the chewed up grass in it, throw it in the stew, and that's why they call it son of a beef stew. It's a bit nasty, but they ate it anyway. A lot of the guys didn't know it right off, but that's how they got the greens in the cowboy systems, so they didn't get scurvy. Of course, if you're out on the ocean, a sailor, they use seaweed, same thing, but they use fish instead of beef stew. Well, so was lobster. Lobster was a trash food. I mean, it was just trash to fishermen's, you know, hundreds of years ago, 100 years ago, probably. It was considered a trash fish, basically, trash. They were just trash. They give them in their nets, and they were just a pain in the butt. Now they sell for a fortune. I never could really understand why people like lobster so much. It's one of the most tasteless things I've ever seen. Tastes butter. Bradley, how are you doing? Been a long time. Good to see you. I assume you moved. Are you moved into your new place yet? Well, I'm doing okay. We actually ended up we closed the group home down. My wife and I are getting ready to move. Been a lot going on. I was going to text you, but I didn't want to wear your ear out on anything. But my son, that when I was in the hospital, that had the heart problems, he passed away the end of last month. Oh, thank you for the donation there, Brad. The sticker. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I don't know if you saw it anywhere or not, but uh, he was 39, left 6 kids, and he passed away because the valve they put in his heart got an infection, which they couldn't help it. It was just the way it was. But they didn't cause the infection. They had to attach the valve. There was no other way to attach it. It was always, you know. So it was been a really rough time for us during that time. But anyway, had planned on texting you here sometime soon, but I was just waiting to get over all this stuff and dealing with all this other baloney of closing the group home down, and the clients are all gone now finally, and their stuff's moved out, and we're getting ready to do our move here before the end of the month. Yeah, I thought you probably would have got moved in by now, but Jesus, sometimes it takes months to get organized. Many months. I mean, you just unpack everything, and it always seems like those boxes get shoved aside somewhere, and until you're actually trying to find something, then you gotta go unpack them. Of course, I imagine you had some movers moving a lot of that stuff, and that's what we did with the clients. We actually paid movers to come load everything up in a truck and move it. Ah, yeah, a lot of boxing, huh? It's amazing how much stuff you accumulate, isn't it, over the years? Yeah. Um, so we had 3 clients, and it cost us 1,300. They weren't done. They were out of here within a couple of hours. They had to come back though and pick up the pool table, and then, but it wasn't that big of a deal. Forever, I'm not sure there's anything such thing as forever anymore with anything as far as the home goes or anything else. Very few people actually get a home and stay there forever. I thought my grandparents would, but they surprised me and sold their place and moved to Florida. Then he moved back up north. You never know. Although the grandparents on my real father's side, they actually did have a forever home. I don't remember them ever having another house. So I think they're one of the exceptions that I recall. Do you see yourself going into a bigger home eventually, Brad, or do you think you may eventually downsize some more when the kids get older? Probably downsize, I would think, but a massage chair? Yeah. Yeah, I hear they're pretty good. I mean, I think my parents had one at one time, but I don't remember it very well, but yeah, it's a lot of square footage. This house here has quite a bit of square footage too. I don't remember what it was, but it's not that big. And it's only one story really, so you got 2 stories. Yeah, recon, I've heard of a lot of people doing that, that, tear it down and build another one. 1.5 stories. Yeah, I remember seeing the pictures, they just looked enormous. It looked actually bigger than 1.5 stories, but yeah, that's almost twice the size as, what's considered a normal house, without a doubt. You got a little home theater in that one too, Brad, or you gonna put one in there? Yeah, you went down quite a bit in size, didn't you? I didn't think there was that much of a difference. Wow. Oh, okay, so you set it up yourself? Yeah, that's a huge house, that's a mansion. Yeah, that sounds good to me. That's a pretty dang good sized screen. I'm assuming you got, like, surround sound and all that good stuff too. Theaters type speakers, get that nice bassy sound. Oh, yeah, that's a lot bigger than that. I think the biggest one we had here was, one of the clients had a 55-inch, and that was big enough. That was big enough. Now that we're moving, we don't have one that big, so I think we got a 38-inch, but we don't watch a ton of TV anyway, so it don't really matter. 65 is a good sized TV for sure. I mean, the price has gone way down too. I mean, when we originally got the first big screen for one of our clients here, he wanted a big one. That's back when plasma first came out. That was a 55 or a 54 or something like that. That was like over $5,000 for that plasma. You can buy a 55-inch now for 300 or $400. Of course, it's not a plasma, but they're pretty good. Yeah, they're cheap. 75-inch for $700. Yeah, yeah. 38 inches is plenty enough for us. In fact, we're not even going to use one that big. But I'm not. No, it ain't even 38 inches. A 32, and we're actually going to use one that's 28, I think, because we need it to be smaller to fit where we wanted it to fit. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, you can still pay a lot of money for them, Recon. 4 grand, yeah. It wouldn't surprise me. I don't know if they're making plasma anymore. I would imagine they are, but I haven't really looked to see. Plasma back then when we got that one, which was a long time ago. I mean, that was like the best you could get at the time. Now the new 4K ones are probably better than the plasma. A link for what, Brad? A small tour of what? This house here? Oh, I thought you were in my stream now. Oh, I know what you mean now. I'm sorry. I know what you mean now. Yeah. There you go, Brad. Jump on in. Right. Yeah. Uh, my mind went blank for a minute. Excuse me.
There I am. Let's see. Can you hear me, Kim?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Okay.
Just
I'll pull
finishing up.
myself out and let you take over so everybody can see better.
There we go. Let me get off this thing here. Yeah, this thing can put you in like 0 gravity. I think I lost you, Kim. You there?
I was still here. I could still hear you.
Okay.
I'll just give you the bigger view so people could see you.
Let me go downstairs. I can't turn the light on here because there's a window that shines into the daughter's room. So it might be a little black here for a second. There we go. All right, that's better. There we go. So here's the new screen setup.
Oh, nice.
The projector, it's a 4K projector. Try to get this right here.
Uh-huh.
And then we bought these 3 movie type chairs. They have speakers on the side of them. I haven't got them hooked up yet, but I mean, it's a power recline chair that, it's not massage or anything. It's just a theater chair.
Yeah.
And then
Nothing
in
wrong with
here, the IT guys, no, I think I got a smudge on my phone here. There we go. The IT guys set up all the, it's got the servers and Dream Machine stuff. And then this is the Marantz subwoofer thing.
Uh-huh.
The Roku. And then I got my PlayStation. That's not hooked up yet, but they did all this. It's still a work in progress. I'm in test mode because we actually can get AT&T fiber here. I have it.
Right.
The speeds
Yeah, I
are
wish I could get
right
it.
now because we're still in testing. So still a work in progress. This house has a lot more problems than I anticipated, but it'll come together sooner or later. I think every house, no matter how big or small, you're going to have problems. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Especially now in this type of market where people are just selling their house and not doing anything. They're not wanting to fix anything. They just want to get as much as they can get,
Right,
and get the hell out. That's what they're doing. So, unfortunately, last night the water heater started leaking.
really?
It's that little attachment that you can put a garden hose on.
Oh, yeah.
It started dripping because we had the water pressure was 115 psi coming into the house.
Wow.
So the pressure regulator valve went out, and then it dropped down to 28 psi. So it was just trying to get a new one of those. That was $350. The natural gas water heater was $1,350, but I get a $200 rebate from the gas company. So yeah. And then tonight, the garage door opener stopped working. The backup battery went dead, and the plug-in outlet that it's plugged into doesn't even have power to it. So it's every night at 9:00 something breaks, it seems like. So, yeah. And you can't do anything about it. It's the worst time for something to break because you can't get anything fixed at 9:00 at night. So
yeah,
nobody's
available.
I'm not trying to complain and like, oh, my life's so terrible or anything, but it's just a pain in the ass. So
yeah, I know what you mean. We bought a dang fifth wheeler that we're gonna move into temporarily. And I've been working on that, fixing stuff, and every time I fix something else breaks.
Breaks, yeah. That's the way it is here. It's just I think the inspectors missed so much here. I'm gonna try to get a refund back from them because some of these electrical outlets don't work, but they should test every one of them. I don't know why they didn't.
Yeah.
And the old owners, when they went to go paint, they just slopped paint on the wall. They took spackle. They didn't even paint some of the spackle. A lot of the towel racks were loose. The curtain holders were loose. Just stuff that just annoys you. And it's fixable. I don't want to make it look like, oh, nothing's fixable or I'm complaining. Yeah. I think no matter who you are, it would bug the hell out of you for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, after the first year, you'll probably get everything fixed, hopefully.
And what makes it worse is everybody's busy. Like, I can't get a contractor to do hardly. I mean, plumbing, electrical, yeah, but we need a new driveway. That's going to be August. We need a tree cut down. That's going to be July. It's just, we were going to build a pool, and that's going to be August 2022 before they could even start on it.
Really? Wow.
It's everything with COVID is just backed up. So. Yeah,
we'd be fighting for the work.
I mean, it just takes time to settle in and get it the way we want it. I mean, that's the way it was at our old house. It took me maybe 6 to 8 months to get everything fixed and the way I wanted it. So that's just the way it is when you buy something new or new to you. This is built in 1998. So the water heater was 23 years old. So it was time. So it was the original.
Probably. Although I've seen them last even longer than that. I think the one we got here is even older than that.
Yeah, I love natural gas because it just, heats up instantly. saves on your utilities, obviously, because I think the heater is also gas as well. So air conditioner is electric, and then the gas heater, gas water heater. But we don't have a gas stove, which was kind of weird. I was hoping we would add a gas stove. I love gas stoves. It's
Yeah.
just so much
I like
better.
gas stove a lot better. I'd have done switched it out probably.
I think I could get one, but why? This one's working, so
Yeah.
should have got a gas dryer, but I didn't realize they had a gas. I saw the gas valve sticking up there in the floor. I'm like, crap! I could have got a gas dryer. That would have saved on the electric bill too. But
Yeah.
oh well.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Well,
what's new?
maybe eventually.
I don't want to complain the whole stream. What's new with you? Anything good happening, or how's the business going there with you? With the kids you're taking care of?
No, like I said earlier, we shut it down.
Oh, you did? I haven't
Yeah.
been on YouTube much at
Yeah,
all.
we shut it down.
I've seen you live, but I've just been like for the last month and a half, we just been swamped with busy, moving, just crazy.
Yeah.
So I haven't really been on YouTube at
We
all.
just couldn't get any more clients, so we ended up having to shut it down. And the last 3, we just finished moving to another group home.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
And so
What is that? You were getting paid by the state, weren't you, or something? Like
no, it's
oh, okay.
not the state pays us, but I mean they don't pay us directly. They just pay for the clients to be here.
But I mean, that sucks losing that, though. I mean, I don't need to know how much it was, but losing any kind of income, especially now, is rough for sure.
Yeah, no income anymore. So we just filed for unemployment today and hoping we'll get it sometime soon.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
But we couldn't get any more clients. If we could have got 2 more clients, we probably would have been okay. But just couldn't get any of this COVID thing. It's just made it even worse trying to get clients in here.
How old are you? I mean, I don't know how far away you are from retirement.
Well, I'm already getting that already. I started getting that a couple of years ago. I took it early because we took an $800 a month pay cut. I had to get my retirement early, which isn't that much, just to make up the difference.
And then don't they penalize you when you do that too, or something?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
That's one thing. I think you got to be 58 and a half to be able to draw off it or something.
Well, I didn't draw until I was 62. 62 is when you can draw it.
Yeah, recon. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem we're running in with the people buying our house is they want to buy ours while selling theirs, but the down payment is I think $150,000. I'm like, I don't know who the hell can come up with that kind of money for a down payment, but they're trying to sell theirs. They had a buyer lined up, and then that buyer backed out. So our sale is contingent on them selling their home. So right now I'm just, I own 2 houses. It sucks because it's nerve wracking. It don't matter how much money you have, owning 2 houses and, double utilities and bills. It's making me a little nervous. Especially with the market this week, with the whole pipeline attack and all that stuff. Now the market's crashing a little bit. It's got you a little more nervous. So, yeah, man, we'll get through it. So,
I'm sorry to hear that, Recon. I didn't know that. You should have mentioned it a couple of days ago. I didn't know your son-in-law passed away.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Kim, your son-in-law passed away?
No, Recon's.
Oh, Recon.
Yeah, actually, just a few days ago, my daughter's fiance passed away too. On top of all this other crap. So it's been one thing after another.
Yeah, because you said Recon's or Kim's son-in-law passed away 2 days ago. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He wasn't my son-in-law yet. He was going to be. My daughter and him never got married, but yeah, it's like 2 or 3 days ago that he passed away. It was from leukemia. He didn't even know he had it. All of a sudden, he started getting really sick. It was working his butt off every day and got sick. Thought he had a cold. Went to the doctors finally. Found out he had leukemia. Within 2 months, he died.
Man, usually leukemia, you catch it pretty early. I mean, you have it and you catch it early. It's pretty.
Well, it was multiplied by the fact that he had also got some sort of infection in his system too. Way too late. Before they could catch it.
By then it probably just spread everywhere.
It was too late.
You notice it. It's kind of like what is it? What is that cancer? Damn it! It's not prostate, but pancreatic. Pancreatic. Or you don't know you have it until it's
it's too late.
Too late.
Yeah.
So it sucks.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, he wasn't that old either. I mean, my oldest daughter was going to marry him. He was 54, 55.
That's way too young still.
You know, and it's strangely because he was quite a rugged guy too. He was working 10, 12-hour days doing construction and stuff, heavy lifting and and like just a couple of he started feeling bad and within 2 or 3 days he couldn't hardly even lift anything.
Damn.
It hit him that hard. Then he finally went to the hospital and found out it wasn't good. And I guess his blood plates, whatever they are, they kept going like way down.
He is it the white blood cells or something
Yeah,
like
something to do with the white blood cells. It was like way, way down. He'd be going a couple times a week, 2 or 3 times a week, getting blood transfusions, 2 or 3 bags of it to get the plates back up.
And that was the first sign of him thinking, "Oh crap, something's wrong."
Yeah, yeah,
That's crazy. It took that long to have any symptoms, especially for
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It is.
Hmm.
No, he was 56 Velvet. Okay, I thought he was 55 or something like that.
It seems like a lot of people, like in my age, are getting colon cancer, and you're not supposed to be screened for that till you're 50, I think.
55.
Yeah, and like a lot of people in 30s and 40s, I've noticed like in the last year, are just getting colon cancer left and right. It's crazy. I'm
Yeah,
like, it makes me worried. I'm like, man, maybe I
yeah.
should get screened when I turn 40 just to be safe. I know it's
Well,
55, but when I turn 40, I think I'm going to get one once a year. Just you know, why not?
I I I was scheduled to get one 3 times, and the VA canceled on me every single time. And finally asked
Oh,
me
yeah,
again,
yeah.
and I said, "Forget it. I'm done with it."
Yeah, I
So
heard the VA is terrible. I've
the
never
the
obviously been
doctors
a vet, but
the doctor actually admitted that if you do one of the poop tests, they send you a little kit home and you take a little bit of poop and put it on a thing and send it back. He said it's actually about almost as accurate as a damn colonoscopy. They can tell a lot by that now. So I just said, fine, I'll do that.
damn. Yeah, I heard the VA is terrible. I've never been. I'm not a vet, so I don't know. I can't tell for sure. But a few of my buddies are, and they always ragging on it how bad it is and just terrible care that you get. So it's a shame. We take care of refugees better than we do homeless people and vets here in America. It's
Yeah.
sad.
Yes, you
Nothing
did
on
have
the
a
refugees. I have not hating on the refugees, but it's just the way the government takes care
yeah,
of them over vets
yeah.
and homeless people. It just kind of irritates me. But
Ours got a lot better over the last 20 years or so. It's a lot better, but um, it could stand some more improvement. But
yeah,
yes, Recon, I sent you a link to the GoFundMe for her. Um, I sent it to your phone.
so Ken had
Um,
first colonoscopy at 36. That's not a bad idea. I mean, that's um, peace of mind. That's what I was going to do after I won. I wanted to get like a full physical and like brain scan everything because I was worried like crap. I just won the lottery and I could be one of those ones that die within 6 months or something. But then my
yeah,
doctor's like, don't do that. You're just going to stress yourself out. Wait until you have some kind of symptoms and we'll do it. And,
yeah,
why put yourself through that stress? Yeah, I didn't do it, but I
yeah,
wanted to. I did. I ended up doing a stress test just to make sure my heart was good, and that is. So that's all I could really do. Other than that, he told me not to. So
yeah. There's no reason to panic now.
yeah, I
You'll
mean,
get it.
it happens. It happens. There's not much I can do about it, but
Yeah.
it doesn't. But one thing I do want to say, May 18th, I think that's next Tuesday.
Yeah.
My podcast interview with a former Powerball winner. It's a video podcast. It's going to be premiering in that day. I don't know what time, but he has it on YouTube right now. If you just look up Timothy Schultz, Schultz, he's actually got the link on there, but you can't watch it yet till next Tuesday. It's going to be it's about an hour maybe interview of me and him. He won the Powerball back in 1999, 15 million bucks.
Wow.
And now he just interviews lottery winners, their stories and stuff. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, he still has money left. He wouldn't tell me how much, and it's not really my business. But I
Yeah.
don't have that Are you on that page, Kim, looking at it?
No. No,
Look
I'm
up,
actually
Recon was wanting a link to it. I don't know if I can leave this. I don't want to back out and mess something up, but just look
I
up
just
Timothy Schultz, Schultz, I think it is.
no, I'm actually going to trying to get a link for Recon there for
Okay.
my daughter's
Yeah,
GoFundMe page.
Recon, if you can hear this, just look up Timothy Schultz, Schultz lottery, and it should come up. He's got glasses, blonde hair. There's like a Albert Einstein picture in the background of his videos. So that's him. You'll see my video link at the first one there. So, but that was pretty cool. Yeah, it's coming out next Tuesday. I can't wait to see it. I don't even remember what I said back then. So it's been a while since we did it.
There's the GoFundMe link right there, Recon. If you want to give her anything, that's sure she'll appreciate it. They're pretty
Is that for the
broke.
fiance?
Yeah, it's for my. It was gonna be my son-in-law. They're pretty busted out with. I mean, they own their place, but that's it. They're painless now from all this other crap and hospital bills and hundreds of thousands of dollars and every other dang thing. Their insurance has got most of it, but there's still more to go, and they're very expensive.
Didn't cover it all?
No.
Must have had like a $5,000 or $10,000 policy or something.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I just know it didn't cover it all.
I mean, I try not to, don't really knock people for it, but I'm like, man, once you get to a certain age, it's not cheap. But like my daughter's age, when she turned 1 year old, I hurried up and got her $100,000 policy. I think it's a whole life thing, and it's like dirt cheap. Obviously, the older you get, but I mean, even like a term life policy is
right.
You can get them for $20, $30 a month, which to some people it's a lot of money. You can't afford. I understand.
Oh,
but
yeah, he didn't have any life insurance. No, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't have any. I thought he had.
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay, so he didn't have any. Yeah,
no, he didn't have nothing.
That's tough. I mean, obviously, I don't know everybody's financial situation. $30 a month could be, tank of gas for somebody. So they like, that's more important to me than life insurance. I'm alive now. So.
Yeah, they didn't make much. I mean, they minimum wage, basically it.
Yeah, it's tough. That would be hard to pay for any type. You need all the money you can get when you work minimum wage. So yeah, I mean, term life is you can get it for 10, 12. I think with Nora, I have a $100,000 whole life, and then I also have another one that's $100,000. But I think it's term. It's like $12 a month. It's dirt cheap. But I mean, it was a baby when I got it. So
I remember my grandmother when she passed away, but talking over 30 years ago.
Hang on, I think the wife texted me here. Hang on 1 second.
I didn't.
Yeah, sorry. I heard her. Thanks. You might be wondering where I was at. So.
I didn't know it, but she evidently got the Gerber life insurance from my father and his brother and sister. My God, they were already older. And that was one of them things where it's only a couple $1,000 insurance policy, but it was paid off most of her life. I mean, she paid it off when they were real young.
That's the good thing about those.
It wasn't much money, but they actually cashed the policies in and gave it to my grandfather to help bury her.
That's a good thing about some of those policies. Over time, you have enough built up to where you don't have to make any more payments. Like, oh, you're good to your 80-something years old or 85. You don't have to pay anything anymore. So that's the way mine's set up. Is I deliberately overfund it like crazy, and the rest of that goes to a retirement account that will pay me X amount of money over 20 years when I turn 65. So I think my insurance is like $1,200 a year, and then I pay way more than that so I can invest the rest of it, and it makes money, and then it'll cook until I turn 65 and cash that out. So and plus, if I die tomorrow, the wife and kids will be taken care of. So that's all that I care about. So.
Yeah, I see some new insurance on TV they're offering where you pay in and you can actually get it back eventually if you want it. The whole thing.
Colonial Penn.
Yeah, that's it. I think it is.
Alex Trebek was the spokesperson for one of them or something. Yeah.
Yeah. I had that Colonial Penn when I was in the service. and they were expensive back then.
Yeah, if you get to a certain age, it doesn't matter which one you get. You're gonna be paying, and then once you get cancer, heart attack, and you don't have it, you're never gonna get life insurance after
Right.
that.
That's what happened with my father. He paid an outrageous amount of it for his insurance because he had that four-way bypass,
Hmm.
and he still was paying. So when he passed away, he was still paying like $400 or $500 a month for insurance, an outrageous amount.
That's
But he
great.
didn't dare not to pay it.
And that was life insurance.
No, that was medical insurance. His
Oh, health.
medical. His life insurance wasn't that much, but his medical was like outrageous.
Yeah, we
Jacked it right up.
pay $535 a month for short term for four of us, which Obamacare was like $1,800 a month. I'm like that, and it was a $14,000 deductible. I'm like that is crazy. That's highway
Wow.
robbery. That's not Affordable Care Act. I'll tell you that. So
No, that's ridiculous.
even for somebody like me, I'm like I ain't paying that $1,800. Nope. So we
Yeah,
short
wow.
term stuff. Short term doesn't cover maternity or sterilization. Like when I got my vasectomy, I had to pay all that, but still cheaper than having a kid, and we were done having kids, so short term just made sense for us for now. So
Yeah.
insurance is just crazy expensive. That's probably one of our biggest expenses is insurance. So
Yeah, she does share it, Recon, but I share it. Everybody, a lot of people have been sharing it, but whatever anybody can donate, that's fine. She's happy to get anything. Somebody sends $20, she's happy if whatever it's going to be, it will be.
oh, sorry, I backed out. I'm back.
But actually, it's about time to shut down. We usually only stay on for an hour, so
Yeah, I
it's been
gotta
an
get
hour and a half
get up
now. So
in the morning and take the kids to school, and I got not inspectors, but I got two contractors coming to the old house to fix some stuff. So
yeah,
I'll be there. So I got to get to bed. So yeah, I just wanted to drop in and say hi. I'm still
yeah.
alive.
I'm
I'm
glad
just
you did. I was beginning to wonder. I hadn't seen you pop in at all. So, but I knew you was probably moving, so you was probably busy as all get out. So
yeah. I was waiting until we got moved up that we got to get out and we got to clean it. So,
yeah,
but all the big stuff's here. We last night was our first night here, and then so I don't know when we'll officially sell the other one, but it's in contract. But we're just kind of waiting and see. So
yeah, right.
all we can do is wait.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, we're gonna get up in the morning early too because we got someone coming to get all the bookwork and all that crap, and
Hmm.
so we gotta be up early for all that too. So
Yeah, we sold it for way more than what we could ever get, in the normal market. And that's the only reason we sold was it's
right,
just so hot right now. I mean, why not? I
yeah,
mean, it sucks. I love that house. I'm gonna miss it, but
yeah. They say
the
real
money
estate's
walk away with.
definitely
Or
roaring right now.
a lot of people are making a lot of money off selling houses. So
Yeah.
crazy.
Well,
All right,
great
man.
seeing
Well,
you, Brad.
I'm gonna jump off and go to bed. And it's been some long last 2 days. So
All right. Well, don't be a stranger. Come on in anytime. Sometimes we even have
yeah, I'll
way
try to
more
stop in a
people.
little earlier tomorrow night. So
All right. Well, everybody, have a good night. Recon, Velvet, Ken, Doc,
nice to
if you're
meet you
still
too,
here.
Velvet and Recon. I'll see you. I should be back on tomorrow night with you guys. So.
Yeah. Like Doc's here somewhere too, I think. And my granddaughter was here earlier, but she left.
All right.
So,
All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow night.
take care, Brad. Have a
See
good
ya.
one, guys. Take care. We're gonna end it now and be done. Have a good night, everyone. Stay healthy and stay safe. Night night.